Sup with it, guys, you got Excellentname, coach of the Aussie Kangaskhuns, and I'm here with my ASL Season 5 Week 1 Teambuilder against Shadow. He has a team of Celesteela, Victini, Hippowdon, Swallow, Jolteon, Araquanid, Mismagius, Mega Heracross, Druddigon, Vileplume, Rampardos, not Togetic, and Stoutland. Right away, I'm thinking Celesteela, Hippowdon are definite brings for defensive Pokemon. Victini's going to be a really annoying wall breaker. Swallow's going to be an extremely big threat. Jolteon might come as a pivot. Araquanid's going to be there for webs, I'd imagine, to keep my Deoxys speed in check. Probably won't bring Mismagius. Mega Heracross could come just to put on a lot of pressure on my team. Druddigon could come just as a Mega Kang check. I doubt anything else will come. My team's too good against sand for the others, and for Stoutland and Vileplume and Rampardos are just not very good Pokemon. So I'd probably say Celesteela, Victini, Hippowdon, Swallow, Araquanid, and Mega Heracross or Druddigon would be the team. But yeah, decided to start off with Deoxys Speed. Deoxys Speed's gonna put on a lot of pressure on this team. It's gonna be my main win con. Psychium Z plus Nasty Plot's just going to give me a kill pretty much guaranteed. The only thing I need to worry about is chipping down Celesteela to about 50%. If I get Celesteela to 50%, then plus 2 Nasty Plot, plus 2 Thunderbolt, will kill Celesteela if it's Spadef from that range. Plus 2 Psychium will OHKO Hippowdon. I tossed up Psychium and Electrium, but I figured Celesteela should be fairly easy to chip down with my team, and Hippowdon could just recover it off, so I didn't really want to have to mess around with that, especially considering I'd be getting special attack boost by attacking it. Dark Pulse is just there for the Victini pretty much. It otherwise would pretty much wall me, but plus 2 does OHKO with Dark Pulse, so that's good. I went with Timid max speed, just so that I could outspeed Scarf Victini or Victini and Webs. So I thought the attack boost would be worth it in the end. Attack drop, would be worth it in the end, just because Victini could otherwise be a really annoying revenge killer for this, and I wouldn't be able to sweep quite as easily. I still get the kills I need to. Anyway, next up I decided to take advantage of his lack of hazard control. I doubt he'll bring Defog Swallow, and that's literally all he has. So yeah, I went with Roserade here. Roserade gives me spikes and toxic spikes, which is going to be really effective at chipping down his team, putting a lot of pressure on, and it's going to make sure that he's not going to be getting as many free switches, especially with that Victini, which otherwise could be quite an issue. This also gives me a good way to pressure the Hippowdon, gives me a swap into the Jolteon and to an extent the Araquanid. And also it will lower in Celesteela, so I can chip it down with Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire is not doing a lot, it's only going to be doing like about 30%, I'd say, to a Spadef Celesteela. But I only need to hit it twice, and all of a sudden it's in range of Deoxys, so still definitely a solid lure option, even though I'm sure he'll expect it. Timid 136 speed is the benchmark I need to hit to outspeed Mega Heracross. Max special attack just to do as much damage as possible, and the rest in HP, so that I can take Hippowdon, Earthquakes, and Araquanid liquidations a bit easier and more effectively pressure them out. Black Sludge just gives me that reliable recovery along with Giga Drain, so that I can take 2 Earthquakes and 2 liquidations if I want to. Otherwise I have a chance of being 2 KO'd, so that's why that's there. Next up is Metagross. I thought that Swallow would be a really big threat, so obviously I want to have pretty much my only normal resist here. I went with Assault Vest so I can take the Boom Bursts a bit easier. I'm not quite too KO'd by Heat Wave, which is really good, but if he burns me, then that's obviously going to be quite an issue. So I need to look out for that. I need to be careful with this Pokemon. I've got Thunder Punch here so I can pressure the Celesteela. Celesteela is likely to want to come in on this Pokemon, especially if he doesn't bring Hippowdon for some reason. Bullet Punch to chip off weakened Pokemon. It kills Swallow from 50%, which is really good. Then Headbutt's going to be my main stab option to hit most of his team. And then I went with Grass Knot here. Grass Knot does about 70% to a Fizz Def Hippowdon, so if I've got some Hazard Zap, or if I hit him with a Zen Headbutt first, then Grass Knot's going to be killing. That's not going to necessarily open up any pathways for my team to sweep through him, but it's definitely really nice to get rid of an annoying Pokemon that would otherwise be switching in on like Thunderbolts, setting up sand and rocks. So just get rid of an annoying Pokemon. Max attack, I don't quite remember what the 32 speed was to outspeed. I think it was Araquanid or something. But yeah, just a bit of speed there, speed creep something. And yeah, this is going to be my main Swallow check and my other Celesteela lure to pave the way for the Dialga speed. At this point I'm definitely more focused on the defense, which is why I went with Landorus T. This is going to be my main answer to the Mega Heracross. It's going to be my main answer to, well, my secondary answer to Victini. Went with Hidden Power Flying with enough speed to outspeed Mega Heracross guaranteed. With 12 special attack EVs, I'm going to be able to OHKO the Mega Heracross after Rocks guaranteed, with a 37% chance to OHKO before Rocks. This is also my rocker. Have Earth Power because it'll do a little bit more to Spadef Hippowdon, and it also means if I get special defense drops, then I actually beat the Hippowdon one-on-one. If I get one special defense drop, I actually do about 50% to Fizdef Hippowdon. So that means Hippowdon's not going to be a switch in. And then I've got U-turn just for momentum. It's going to be forcing out Pokemon like the Victini, the Jolteon, maybe Mega Heracross, so I can just get up momentum. The other side of my Intimidate core is Incineroar. This is going to be my main switch into Victini. Because I eat up both of its stabs. I do need to worry about especially offensive Victini, but I've got ways to revenge kill it and I've got other options to tank it, so I'm not too concerned about it. Darkest Lariat's going to be one of my main stabs. Flare Blitz is basically just so I've got something to kill the Celesteela. Fake Out so I can get a little bit of extra chip and also just have priority if I need to revenge kill something fast like Swallow, or if I'm struggling with webs. And then just U-turn for momentum. This is going to be my momentum core right here, and it's going to be hopefully giving me the perfect opportunity to set up with Dialga speed and win the game. Finally, last Pokemon here is Blastoise. This is going to be my Araquanid answer. I am worried about webs, even though he doesn't need webs to outspeed a lot of my team. If he gets webs up, then Swallow is going to be outspeeding Dialga's speed, as is most Scarfers that he could potentially bring. So I don't want that to be an issue, because otherwise Swallow could quite easily sweep my team. I've got Roar here in case the Araquanid is the Sticky Web Trapper set. I don't want to be stuck in with it Toxic. If I can help it, I want to be able to come in and spin whenever I want to. Skull's just going to be my main way of dealing damage. If pressures Hippowdon, pressures Victini, can fish for burns and whatnot. Toxic's going to be my way of dealing with the Araquanid, and then yeah, just spin to get rid of the webs. Overall, I'm feeling confident in this matchup. I think I've got all the tools needed to win. Dialga's speed is going to absolutely tear him to shreds, so I don't really see how well he's going to be able to handle that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this game, but I should be uploading the match shortly after this goes up, so look forward to that. Anyway, see you guys.